What does it say about the players that they chose not to have this on TV?
Well, the question is about a group of people, and so it's hard for me to answer that. I think it's a weak move. I think it's weak. So reportedly that the NBA players couldn't come to a consensus, so some kind of majority agreement to televise the draft, and that's weak. It's weak. It's a reflection of fragile egos, but I'm not, I don't know these guys as individuals, every single one of them. So, that can't be targeted, one single player. I'll just tell you this, actually, you heard it from KD right there talking about how good it felt to be picked number one. The problem is the other side of the equation. Somebody was worried about being picked last. That's the issue here. And watching it being put out in front of everybody. By the way, we're going to know, or they're going to know. You don't think that's going to get around? The conference call, who went last, is going to get around? It's a matter of whether or not we get to see it and we get to know it. And to be quite honest, you got to think more of yourself. You got to be a little more confident than worrying about whether or not you're going to be picked last. Whoever was worried about this, whatever players said, no, I don't want to have this televised, that's honestly, it's just a fragile ego. And again, I don't know who, I don't know, but let us see this stuff. You're one of the greatest in the world. All of you are some of the greatest in the world at your chosen profession. It can withstand being picked last among the best in the world.
Listen, I agree with you. I think this is totally weak because, all these guys have been in a situation where you've been on, you've been at the playground and you got two people who pick teams, and I'm sure everybody has done that situation. You're talking about the best of the best in the world. And like you said, well, this is all about ego in this particular situation. But, I just think that these guys missed an opportunity. As media, we always clamor to try to take people behind the curtains, trying to see these type of situations, these type of things. And the players dropped the ball on allowing us to just enjoy this whole situation with them. This is an all-star game. Nobody, who really takes the all-star game seriously? I mean, this is not. I don't understand why guys were, really in a tizzy about this whole thing of, I don't want it televised because I might be the guy that's chosen last. Seriously,
the guys at home are the ones that are salty.
Like Paul George should be. Paul George should be upset because he didn't get picked for to be an all-star. Like, he's the guy that should have a legitimate gripe about this whole situation, not guys that's already been picked for the All-Star game and, I don't want to be picked last. It's ridiculous.
So, I think, to be fair, I don't think that it's a player ego issue. Like, I understand that the players didn't come to a consensus, but none of us know the reason why. And I strongly doubt that it's an ego issue. Like, you don't get to where they've gotten without having strong confidence and being able to take denigration. Like the idea, and this isn't just this show, like a lot of the media is saying this, is putting forth this false narrative that the players are soft or weak. Like, these guys have no problem with public criticism. Like, you see the way they dress after the game. You see what Westbrook had on at the game yesterday. You think that he's concerned about people picking on him? Like, those guys are completely comfortable with, there it is, he's giving you under boob. He's not worried about being picked last. That's absurd. And people like KD, like, he made the decision to go to the Golden State Warriors when he knew he was going to be criticized for it. And I mean, these guys are not soft.
Hold on now.
Nobody in the NBA.
Wait a minute, Dominique.
Clearly, Westbrook was mad. We heard him in the sound. He was salty when he thought he was picked last.
No, I mean, that was joking. That wasn't serious.
I didn't know.
Dominique.
So hold on, stop. I am not going to stand here and listen to a bunch of people from the media who are the most sensitive people I've ever been around talk about these athletes. Like, all we do is sit around all day and criticize them. They are not weak. They are not fragile. If we had an ESPN draft, a lot of y'all be crying. But no, I mean, relative to other NBA players, there are some who are more or less sensitive, but relative to us and relative to the major population, NBA players are absolutely not sensitive, and anybody who believes that is crazy.